Compliance is defined as following rules and meeting requirements. In cybersecurity, compliance means creating a program that establishes risk-based controls to protect the integrity, confidentiality, and accessibility of information stored, processed, or transferred. However, cybersecurity compliance is not based on a standalone standard or regulation. Depending on the industry, different standards may overlap, which can create confusion and excess work for organizations using a checklist-based approach. The Federal Information Security Modernization Act of 2014 updates the federal government's cybersecurity practices by codifying Department of Homeland Security (DHS) authority to administer the implementation of information security policies for non-national security federal executive branch systems, including providing technical assistance and deploying technologies to such systems. Amending and clarifying the Office of Management and Budget's oversight authority over federal agency information security practices, and by requiring OMB to amend or revise OMB A-130 to eliminate inefficient and wasteful reporting. Recognizing the national and economic security of the United States depends on the reliable function of critical infrastructure, the President issued Executive Order 13636, Improving Critical Infrastructure Cybersecurity, in February 2013. The order directed NIST to work with stakeholders to develop a voluntary framework, based on existing standards, guidelines, and practices, for reducing cyber risks to critical infrastructure. The framework is voluntary guidance, based on existing standards, guidelines, and practices for organizations to better manage and reduce cybersecurity risk. In addition to helping organizations manage and reduce risks, it was designed to foster risk and cybersecurity management communications amongst both internal and external organizational stakeholders. ISO 27001 is an international standard that helps organizations manage the security of their information assets. It provides a management framework for implementing an ISMS, Information Security Management System, to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of all corporate data, such as financial information, intellectual property, employee details, or information managed by third parties. ISO 27001 certification demonstrates that your organization has invested in the people, processes, and technology to protect your organization's data and provides an independent, expert assessment of whether your data is sufficiently protected. Certification is achieved through an accredited certification body and provides evidence to your consumers, investors, and other interested parties that you are managing information security according to international best practices. The Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, is a federal law that was enacted in 1996. It aims to make it easier for people to keep their health insurance and they change jobs, to protect the confidentiality and security of healthcare information, and to help the healthcare industry control its administrative costs. Of the Act's 5 titles, Title II concerns healthcare information security. The Privacy Rule. The HIPAA Privacy Rule regulates the use and disclosure of protected health information, PHI, held by covered entities and protects individuals' rights to understand and control how their health information is used. PHI is defined as information, including demographic data, that can be used to identify an individual. It can exist in any medium and can relate to an individual's past, present, or future physical or mental health condition, to the provision of health care to the individual, or past, present, or future payment for the provision of health care to the individual. PHI includes common identifiers such as an individual's name, address, date of birth, or social security number. The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, PCI-DSS, was developed to encourage and enhance cardholder data security and facilitate the broad adoption of consistent data security measures globally. PCI-DSS provides a baseline of technical and operational requirements designed to protect account data. It applies to all entities involved in payment card processing, including merchants, processors, acquirers, issuers, and service providers. PCI-DSS also applies to all other entities that store, process, or transmit cardholder data or sensitive authentication data. Below is a high-level overview of the 12 PCI-DSS requirements.